Hey everyone, this is Todd from Copyflight, and I am back with another About Page Teardown. And today we are looking at Alaina Dorsey, who is a copywriter and content writer in the cannabis industry. And we're going to take a look at her About Page and see what we can learn and see if there's something that maybe we can improve a little bit on. First of all, Alaina, just talking to you directly, I like your About Page. There's a lot of things I like about it, and I'll get to that. We'll talk about some of the things I think that you could maybe improve on. But Alaina does a lot of the things that I talk about in the About Page framework, the kinds of things you need to do. So let's get to it. First of all, you have this great big question at the very top, and I like it because it's an attention grabbing type of thing, and so and you immediately speak to your industry. Um, and even grab at a pain point, which I wish you would go into just a little bit more when you talk about getting a Google ad, how that can basically doesn't work out too well sometimes. And that's the problem with online advertising in general. Not exactly very welcoming to the cannabis industry, whether it's Google or Facebook. So you touch on a pain point there that I wish you would take and do a little bit more with and agitate it just a little bit. So, but I like what you're trying to say. Content marketing allows us to grow your target audience by providing them free, trustworthy information. It does increase your brand authority and strengthens your relationship with prospects. Those are very essential parts of what you are doing for people in that industry. But what I would like to see, even above this question that you have, this attention grabbing question and answer, is a unique value proposition. I do think it's essential. It doesn't have to be much, just enough a sentence, a one liner that basically summarizes who you are, what you do, and who you do it for. And put that at the top there so that it's crystal clear who you are and what you do. So if I'm an owner of a business in the cannabis industry and I see and I'm looking at your About Page or I'm looking at your home page and I see that one-liner, that benefit-driven one-liner that is a summary of your unique value proposition, I know that I am at the right website, talking, listening, reading about the right person to handle what I need. So I would love to see you do that at the top, not to get rid of what you already have, but to actually add this at the top. We want to make sure that they keep on reading. They want to know as soon as they read it, and I'm pretty sure they already do, but as soon as they read your About Page, they want to know that they are the intended audience. So make that crystal clear at the top. That would be my suggestion. I already alluded to the pinpoint my pain. The question I asked, do you pinpoint my pain as a reader? I would like to see you do that a little bit more. The old classic PAS formula for copywriting, problem, agitate, solution. I would love to see you take that problem, twist the knife a little bit, agitate, so they go, yeah, this is a problem, and then present yourself as a solution. That is a fantastic formula to use in that place, and I think that is something you could do. I'd also like to see you do what I call the imagine statements. It's not necessarily about imagining, but it's about getting the owner to see the success that they have with you, and you kind of do that with this sentence here. But I would like to see you poke at that just a little bit more. Imagine, not worrying about the fact your ads are not approved because you have a consistent flow of content coming in because I'm helping you, that kind of thing. So that's something I'd like to see as well. So I'm going to get to the last two in just a moment. The question, do you have a story to tell? And this is where your About Page excels, in my opinion. You talk about navigating the cannabis industry, and then you talk about the fact that you have a story that intersects. And I think that is going to be very helpful for anyone who's looking to hire a content writer in that industry. So I think that's a very good probably the highlight of this page, in my opinion, the fact that you tell your story a little bit about how you use cannabis to help with your own health. And the last two questions I want to ask: is your company credible? Is there social proof? And this is something that I would love to see on this page. And by the way, also I like this. I'm also a whole human. This is more of an opportunity to tell about who you are. That you like art. That you have a dog. That you have friends. I think this is an incredible section as well. It definitely shows the human. It's further tells your story as a human being. I think this is a fantastic section as well. But I would like to see you add a couple testimonials from people who've hired you, or if you have some kind of certification or something, just credible. They're credibility enhancers. That's what Haneke calls them, and I believe in them, and I think they're important even on the about page. You may have a testimonial section somewhere, which is fine on the site, but I would find a couple of the most glowing ones and put it on here. Or like I said, if you have some kind of certification for copywriting, content writing, whatever, I think that would be an excellent thing to put here as well. So the last question that I ask in the 4 questions, and I will go over them again in just a minute, is: do you have a call to action? You do. You have it right here. Hire Alaina, or I guess it's short for Alaina. But anyway, you have your big green hire you button, or let's chat, and I think that's excellent, fantastic. There's a couple other things I would add to that. Is one is find a way to get people on an email list. If you have an email list, if you have a freebie to download or something like that, this would be a great place to put that. If not, just put a thing. Hey, I send out updates every week or every 2 weeks, whatever you do, and drop a form at the bottom of the page to get people to sign up. Once they have fell in love with you and saw how great you are, how cool you are, some of them will actually sign up for your email list. Maybe they want to use you, but the timing's not right, so they may sign up just to keep you top of mind. So I would take advantage of that. And the other thing I would do is, I don't know if you have a particular product or service that's like numero uno, number one, the top product or service you have. I would include that here as well. Just another option, like maybe you have a content package, 5 posts for X amount of money or whatever. I would include that on here. So that would give you 2 to 3 call to actions. I don't think you're overdoing it with that. You might make it just 2 call to actions, but those are the 2 things I would recommend for your call to actions. All in all, I think you have a really good page. So let me just go over the 4 questions we usually ask on the About Page Teardown one more time. The first one is, what does your headline say? Again, we're looking for a value proposition when we look at your headline. Do you pinpoint my pain as a customer? I think you did that very well. Can I see a future better self? This is where the imagine a better future comes in handy. If you can find a way, even in just a sentence or 2, do that, I think that would be an added bonus. Is your company credible? Is there some kind of social proof or certification? Do you have a story to tell? And do you call me to action? So those are the 4 questions we ask when we do the About page, when I do the About Page Teardown. Like I said, I think you hit a lot of those out of the ballpark. Just added the things that I think you could improve upon. I think you've got an incredible niche, one that's only going to grow. And I don't know too many people in the field that are writers for that. So in my mind, you're probably the go-to writer for that industry. So anyway, Alaina, that is the About Page Teardown for your About Page. If you have any questions, feel free to ping me on Twitter, or drop me a line at todd@copyflight.com. And we'll be back with another one here shortly. So stay tuned to the About Page Teardowns.